In this video, we'll be taking a look at 3 NHL games happening on April 26, 2022. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets. As we provide these videos on a daily basis, I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 3 NHL games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start. If you would like to gain access to our best exclusive betting picks to take your sports betting journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer anywhere from 2 betting picks a day up to 10 betting picks a day and much more. Now let's get started. St. Louis Blues versus Colorado Avalanche. The St. Louis Blues face the Colorado Avalanche, with both teams having remarkable seasons. The Blues have a 49-20-11 record and have won 9 of their last 10 games, while the Avalanche have a 55-18-6 record but hope to snap out of a 4-game losing streak. The Blues hope to leap into second place in the Central Division ahead of the Stanley Cup playoffs, while the Avalanche are looking to win the President's Trophy with the best record in the NHL. This should be a great game. The Blues are looking to keep ground in the race for home ice advantage in their first-round matchup against the Wild. The Avalanche are looking to break out of this 4-game losing streak they are on. St. Louis is on a crazy good run in which they are 14-0-2 in their last 16 games. Teams they have beat over that run include Calgary, Minnesota twice, Boston, and Nashville. They are getting it done against good, average, and bad teams. Tuesday's game against Colorado will be a big-time test. But the way they have been gelling, the Blues are in the best position as they have been all season for a litmus test against the Avalanche. Colorado has hit a 4-game losing streak really out of nowhere. They have been outscored 16-8 to Washington, Seattle, Edmonton, and Winnipeg over their current skid. The Blues are better than all 4 of those teams and represent the toughest opponent for the Avalanche to break out of this slump against. St. Louis offense has jumped Colorado's in goals scored per game as they rank 3rd and 4th in the NHL respectively. The Avalanche have looked uncharacteristic during their current losing streak, and while it can't go forever, the Blues have not gone without getting a point since March 26th and have been one of the hottest teams in the league at the right time. I think there's a tremendous amount of value with St. Louis and the plus money here, so the St. Louis Blues money line is our full game side pick. The Avalanche, who average 3.77 goals per game, should find the back of the net throughout the game, with Nathan MacKinnon, Nazem Kadri, and the rest of the forward unit establishing a strong offensive zone presence and creating open shots with great puck movement, while Cal Makar opens up the offense from the point. The Blues, who have scored 14 goals in the last 3 games, should run up the score with Jordan Kyrou, David Perrin, Brandon Saad, and the rest of the forward unit crashing the net on the rush and creating open shots with great puck movement in the offensive zone to pick apart the Avalanche defense. These teams have played head-to-head twice this season, and the over has hit both times, as the finals were 5-3 Blues, then 4-3 Avalanche. Those games were in October, but those averages have held true all season. St. Louis games average 6.62 goals, and Colorado games average 6.57. Both teams have very strong, dynamic offenses and good but not great goal prevention. That is usually going to be a recipe for high totals, and it has been all season. The over has hit in 5 of the Blues' last 7 games and 14 of their last 20. When these teams are successful, it is typically by way of producing offensively as opposed to containing the opposition. This game sets up for these teams to lean on their strength, which is offense. Both teams have been led by their offenses, and the upcoming game should reflect that, with both forward units stepping up and finding the back of the net throughout the game. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. Seattle Kraken versus Vancouver Canucks. The Canucks are in a must-win game hosting a Kraken team that has the fewest points in the Pacific Division. The expansion Kraken had low expectations entering the season, and they have lived up to them. They have lost 2 in a row after a 3-game win streak, and the team has the 3rd fewest points in the NHL. Seattle is not a high-scoring team, and their defense only ranks 24th in the league, giving up an average of 3.46 goals per game. The Canucks followed a 6-game win streak by losing their last 3 games, and those losses were costly. With 3 games remaining in the regular season, the club is 6 points out of the last playoff spot in the Western Conference. While the Vancouver defense has been respectable on the season, ranking 12th in goals allowed per game, They have allowed 16 goals in their last 3 games. While the Kraken have won their last 6 games facing a team with a losing record, do not look for that trend to continue. The Canucks have beaten the Kraken in all 3 meetings this season, outscoring them 14-5. They are desperate for a win, and they will get one in this game even though they have lost their last 3 games. Vancouver has given up 6 goals in each of their last 2 games, but their defense will be better in this game facing a Seattle team that has had issues on offense all season. The Canucks attack will come out and play well in this game and add a good defensive effort. I get the case to be made for the Kraken and the plus money, but the Canucks need to win out and run the table to have any hope of fulfilling their narrowest of playoff hopes. Luckily, the Canucks have had success against the Kraken, and I think the Canucks keep it going in this one. So the Vancouver Canucks money line is our full game side pick. The over has been the winning pick in 2 of the 3 games between these teams this season. In the 3 losses to the Canucks this season, the Kraken have given up 14 goals, and look for their defense to give up a few goals in this Pacific Division affair. The Kraken have given up 9 goals in losing their last 2 games. Even with one of the leading scorers for the Canucks out for this game, their attack will be solid facing Seattle like in the 3 games beating them this season. Their defense will also play well, but they will give up multiple goals. These teams have combined to score 7 goals in the last 2 contests, with 6 scored in the first meeting between these teams. A 4-2 Canucks victory. Scoring has not been an issue, and with Seattle producing 19 goals over their last 5 games, it is clear that they are becoming much more proficient offensively. Vancouver was ridiculously good the last time they were home, scoring 21 goals in that 4-game homestand. Miller is playing lights out, and you can be sure he is going to be gunning for that 100-point plateau. Seattle has gone over in 20 of their last 30 games against a team with a losing record, while Vancouver has gone over in 4 of their last 5 games at home and 23 of their last 34 overall. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. Anaheim Ducks versus San Jose Sharks. The Sharks host the Ducks in a Pacific Division clash between 2 teams that have been eliminated from the playoffs. The Ducks have lost 3 in a row, and they have given up 10 goals in their last 2 games. The team has the second fewest points in the Pacific Division, 2 points back of the Sharks. Anaheim has had issues on both sides of the ice on the season, and they have only totaled 6 goals in losing their last 3 games. After a 10-game losing streak, the Sharks have rebounded to win 3 of their last 4 games, including their last 2. While they are one of the lowest scoring teams in the NHL, they have totaled 9 goals in winning their last 2 games. Although the Sharks have been eliminated from playoff contention, they have not just rolled over and died. They are playing well lately as they enter this game, winning 3 out of their last 4 games and have points in 6 out of their last 8. They showed a lot of life in a comeback shootout win over Vegas that they hope will end their division rivals' playoff chances. San Jose appears to be sprinting through the finish line of the season. They have averaged 3.2 goals per game in their last 5, which is an uptick from their season average and the prior 5 games before that stretch. Their goal prevention has been stronger as well. The Sharks have allowed 2 or less goals in 5 of their last 10 games. San Jose is playing all-around good hockey right now to close out the season. Anaheim has gone in the opposite direction to end the season. They will finish out the season wearing some emotion on their sleeve as they send a retirement farewell to Captain Ryan Getzlaf. That emotion has not resulted in wins though. The Ducks have dropped 3 straight games and have just 3 wins in their last 22 games. I'm not running to the window to back either of these teams, especially in the favorite role. These teams are in rough shape right now. With that said, the Anaheim Ducks have been brutal on the road for much of the year, and despite their issues and massive losing streak not long ago, the San Jose Sharks are coming off a productive week, and maybe that's enough to carry them here. The season will end for the Ducks and Sharks in a few days, but only one of these teams is playing well through the end. So the San Jose Sharks money line is our full game side pick. The under has been the winning pick in 4 of the last 5 games between these Pacific Division rivals. On top of that, the under record is 4-1 in the last 5 games between these teams in San Jose. The Sharks have scored 9 goals in their last 2 games, but they have had issues on offense this season. Still, their attack will be pretty good in this game, as they will score at least 3 goals. The same cannot be said about the Ducks, as their attack will struggle. These teams have combined for 5 goals in each of the last 2 times they have met. In fact, when these teams meet, not a lot of goals are scored, as 5 or fewer goals have been scored in 7 of the last 10 meetings. The Sharks have gone under in 5 straight games at home and have gone under in 7 of the last 11 overall. These teams have gone under in 4 of the last 5 meetings, including 4 of the last 5 meetings in San Jose. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.